All right, let's break down something electrifying. Literally. Today, I'm diving into how lightning actually works. Picture this. Dark clouds rolling in wind picking up the sky is ripped apart by a flash of lightning. But what's really happening up there? So, lightning starts its story way up in a thundercloud. Air currents are sending tiny ice crystals, water droplets bouncing around like they're in a cosmic pinball machine. Now here's where it gets wild. When these particles collide, they swap electrons. The lighter ice crystals pick up extra electrons and float to the top of the cloud, becoming negatively charged. The heavier stuff drops to the bottom and ends up with a positive charge. This charge separation is key. It creates something like a giant battery in the sky, positive end, negative end. But nature doesn't like imbalances, so it's looking for a way to even things out. Eventually, when the difference in charge or voltage gets big enough, the air just can't hold back anymore. Air is usually an insulator, but at this point it gives in and lets electricity flow. Boom, lightning. But let's zoom in. The first step is something called a stepped leader. It's basically a tiny invisible finger of negative charge snaking its way down from the cloud, looking for the shortest route to something positively charged, usually the ground. Meanwhile, positive charges on the ground are like, "Hey, over here!" When these opposite charges finally connect, zap! A huge burst of energy rushes through, and that's the bright flash you see. And get this, that whole process, it takes less than a second. But the energy released is massive. We're talking about temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun, around 30,000 degrees Celsius. That's what causes the air to expand super fast, creating the thunder you hear after the flash. Not all lightning actually reaches the ground, though. Sometimes it streaks between different parts of the cloud, or even jumps to another cloud. Sky is basically running its own electric circuits up there. So next time you see lightning, you'll know it's not just a bolt from the blue. It's nature's way of balancing electrical energy, one epic spark at a time. And remember, it's awe-inspiring, but it's also dangerous. So admire it from a safe spot indoors. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.